Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Annie and I am here to help you with your spoken English, your vocabulary and your communication skills. And in today's video, we are going to see 50 phrases or phrasal verbs that will make you sound like a native speaker. Not only I'm going to share with you these phrases, but also when and where to use them. It's a great way to improve your vocabulary, and these are the phrases that you can use every day in your daily conversations. So watch the video till the end and improve your vocabulary. Before we begin, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing so that you have an opportunity to learn English for free. You can also follow me on Instagram. I leave the link in the description. Without wasting much of your time, let's begin. Whenever we come across new sentences and new phrases, we remember them for quite a time and then we forget it. We forget it because we don't practice enough and don't keep in touch with those phrases. I'm going to share with you how exactly you're going to use these phrases and remember them for a long time. Without much ado, 50 phrases to make you sound like a native speaker. So the first one is beats me. What is beats me? Whenever somebody asks you a question and you don't know what the answer is, instead of saying, I don't know, you can say, beats me, means it has beaten me. Your question has beaten me, I don't know the answer. Beats me. The second one is quite formal. Whenever you want to say that you are 100% sure of something, you can say, I am certain. I am certain. This is quite a formal one and you can use it in your schools, colleges, workplaces because it is a little bit formal. I am certain. I am absolutely sure is little informal, which means whatever you are saying, you are certain about it. You are absolutely sure about it. The next one is quite similar to I am certain in meaning, which is there's no room for doubt. There's no room for doubt means I have not made a single error. There's no room for doubt. Whatever I am saying is 100% correct. The next one is quite a fun phrase, chop chop. Whenever you are getting late, when we say hurry up, instead of hurry up, you can say chop chop. Chop chop or we'll miss the bus. Chop chop or you'll be late for the meeting. The next one is a way to congratulate someone. So if somebody tells you that they've bought a new car or a new house, you can say good for you. Good for you, which means congratulations. Good for you. The next one is no worries. If somebody tells you thank you, you can say not a big problem, no worries. It was a pleasure doing it. Also, if somebody makes a mistake and you want to tell them that it's not a big deal, you can say no worries. You've made the mistake, no worries. Just let it go. The next one is don't take it to heart or don't take it personally. Whenever you say something that might offend someone or something bad but you don't want them to take it personally, you can say don't take it to heart. Don't take it to heart, but I actually don't like this kind of music. Don't take it to heart. Now when you're distracted or you're not listening and somebody is saying something, you want them to repeat what they said, you can say, I didn't quite catch that. I didn't quite catch that. You can also say pardon, but it is very rarely used in everyday conversations. So you can say, I didn't quite catch that. Can you repeat it? I didn't quite catch that. Next one is if you want to wish someone luck, you can say fingers crossed, and then you can show that you have crossed your fingers like this. Fingers crossed. That means hope everything goes well. Fingers crossed. The next one is whenever you are asked to do something and you're not just going to do that right now, you can say, I'll be with you in a minute. So if somebody has asked you to do something and you're going to take some time, you're going to say, I'll be with you in a minute. This is great for using in formal places. I'll be with you in a minute. Next one is, it was like pulling teeth. What does it mean? Pulling teeth is difficult, right? It pains. So any task that was painful or very difficult, it was like pulling the teeth. I told her I couldn't attend her marriage and it was like pulling a teeth. The next one is not even if you paid me. This means that whenever somebody asks you to do something and you're not going to do it, You can say not even if you paid me. Even if you paid me, I'm not going to do it. So, not even if you paid me. Next one is quite common. You must have heard it a lot. Keep me posted. So, whenever you are looking for updates on something or you want them to stay in touch, you can say keep me posted. Keep me posted about the news of your marriage, or keep me posted about the new developments or the new strategies. Keep me posted. This word looks small, but it has a very huge importance, especially if you are someone who uses a lot of fillers. Fillers are something that we use while thinking, such as these kind of things. To stop using fillers, you can say this word well and then think. So if you say well and then think, you're not going to use For example, if somebody asks you what is your favorite movie, you can say well and then think. My favorite movie is The Atonement, starring James McAvoy. Well is such a great way to take a short pause. Well. Has it ever happened to you that you are about to remember something? Hey, what was the name of the restaurant we went to last night? You are remembering it, like you know what it is, but you cannot say it. You can say it's on the tip of my tongue. Like it's on the tip of my tongue, but I'm not remembering it. It's on the tip of my tongue. The next one is I've got a lot on my plate, which means you have a lot of job, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of tasks. I've got a lot on my plate. I've got a lot on my plate. The next one is cut me some slack, or cut someone some slack. When you cut someone some slack, that means you excuse them. For example, I was sick so I couldn't complete my assignments. Please cut me some slack, which means please excuse me. Cut me some slack. Next one is push back an appointment, or push back the appointment. If you want to postpone something, you can push back the appointment. Or whenever you postpone anything, an appointment, an interview, a marriage, event, anything, you push it back. We have pushed back the date of the marriage, which means we have postponed the marriage. Push back, which means to postpone. Push back. The next one is you've got this. Whenever you want to wish someone luck, you can say you've got this. You can do it. You've got this. If you're doing something after a long time, for example, you are playing a musical instrument after a very long time, you can say, I'm a little rusty. I'm a little rusty, which means you have not practiced in a while. So you are a little rusty. I'm a little rusty. I haven't played since a long time. The next one is that's interesting, and the common meaning would be something that is interesting, but no. When you say that's interesting, which means you don't quite understand it or like it. To be polite, you're saying that's interesting. So if you don't like something or don't understand something and you don't want to hurt the feeling of the other person, you can say that's interesting. That's interesting. The next one is I've had it up to here with. That means that I have had enough. I am fed up of this thing. Just do a hand such as the thing has gone above your head. I've had it up to here with your continuous complaints. I've had it up to here. I can't tolerate it anymore. I've had it up to here. The next one is sweet. When something nice happens and you want to congratulate someone, you can just say sweet. Hey, I bought a new car. Sweet. It's quite informal, but it's a fun thing to say. Sweet. Moving on, does it happen to you that somebody is excited about something, or there's a lot of talk about something, and you finally, when you try it or do it or see it, you don't quite understand it? It's not like, why so much? Why was there so much talking about it? You can say, I don't understand what the fuss was about. For example, there's an amazing movie that has come out and everybody is talking about it and it's so amazing. And when you finally watch it, it's not that nice. So you can say, I don't understand what the fuss was about. I don't understand what the fuss was about. Has it ever happened to you? Tell me in the comments below one thing that you didn't understand what was all the fuss about. The next one is just down the road. When you want to say that something is very near, maybe it's a 2-minute walk, you can say it's just down the road. Hey, can you tell me where the bus stand is? It's just down the road. It's just here. Like, it's just down the road. It's very near. You can say it's just down the road. The next one is she's a real laugh or he is a real laugh. When somebody is very charming, very excited and a nice person, cheerful person in general, she's a real laugh. I'm a real laugh. The next one is a keeper. If someone is a very good and worth keeping, then they are a keeper. For example, her boyfriend takes so much care of her. He's a real keeper. That means he's worth keeping. Don't let that person go. He's a keeper. The next one is cut it out. Cut it out, which means stop it. Stop irritating me. Stop making fun of me. Hey, cut it out. Cut it out. So if somebody is sad, you just ask them what's wrong, what happened. You can say, why the long face? Why are you sitting like that so sad? Why the long face? The next one is quite equivalent to, are you serious and really? You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. We have 4 back-to-back meetings in a row. You've got to be kidding me. If somebody asks you for your advice and you are not sure if you want to give them any advice or your opinion, you can say, I don't think I'm the right person to ask that. I don't think I'm the right person to ask that. The next one is I wouldn't recommend it. If somebody tells you something and you disagree with them, you're not quite interested in what they're saying, or you cannot tell them go ahead, do it, you can say I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it. The next one is quite similar in meaning but a little threatening. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Whatever you are doing, if I were you, I wouldn't do that. You must have heard it in a lot of movies. I wouldn't do that if I was you. The next one is quite similar to I am certain, I am absolutely positive. Whatever I'm saying, that's 100% correct. I'm absolutely positive about it. When something is very easy, it's not rocket science, because rocket science is difficult. It's not rocket science. Come on. Baking a cake is easy, just the measurements and the ingredients. It's not rocket science. It's easy. Similar to meaning, I can do it with my eyes shut, means it's so easy that I can do it with my eyes shut. It's really easy. Another way to say I don't know is your guess is as good as mine, which means I don't have the information about it. I know as much as you do. So your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. What you know is exactly what I know. I don't know a lot about it. I don't know more. So your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. The next one is when you want to disagree with someone, you can say that's not how I see it. The new strategies are very nice and if we implement them, we'll get a lot of profit. And you disagree with this, you can say that's not how I see it, and then say how you see it. I've told you well is one of a way to take a pause and to reduce your filler. Another phrase is that's an interesting question. So if somebody asks you, what do you think about Benedict Cumberbatch's new movie? You can say that's an interesting question and then think. That's an interesting question and then think. This will reduce the use of your fillers. Another phrase to delay an answer, get you some time to think without using fillers is how shall I put it? How shall I put it and then think. You can really avoid fillers if you start using these phrases. If you're truly disappointed in something, you can say what a bummer. The picnic got cancelled. What a bummer. Such a disappointment. I was so excited. The next one is quite similar to the meaning, it's such a shame. What a shame, or it's such a shame, which means how disappointing. It's such a shame. Whenever you can't recall anything, instead of saying I don't remember, you can say doesn't ring a bell. Hey, do you remember Mark from college? No, doesn't ring a bell. I don't remember. Doesn't ring a bell. Another way to agree with someone is you could say so. You could say so, or I suppose so. I suppose so. So these were the phrases that you can use in everyday conversations to sound more like a native speaker. Keep practicing this and keep using this to recall everything. This is such a great way to improve your vocabulary and speak fluently like a native speaker. Tell me in the comments below what was your favorite phrase. That is it for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, share, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.